speaking of illegible and not funny.
Oh,
shall we move into Legions of Russ?
Let's do it, baby.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Good luck to us. Only say this once. Finally time for Legions of Russ. Nailed it.
Well, I am aroused.
Wow. Oh no. You know what? This mouse of mine's going crazy.
It gets serious. This is where the show gets real serious around this time, and maybe it's just
does. It's just really you can feel it's like okay, it's like time to simmer down and like turn on the brain here.
We need to dim the lights a bit, and we need some like that like millionaire music bubbling underneath, like
like into like a low like piano note. Yeah.
My notepads and I haven't unpacked my notepad. I'm not going to be able to take my notes.
I mean, should we just announce that Ben's won this one then, shall we? I mean, should we just think it's going to be like this? Let's be fair.
So it's 3-1 or 3-2? I've got 2. No,
you got 2. I got 2.
It's 3-2.
I got 1 last week. 3-2. Okay, so it's not.
You got 1 last week. It's not insurmountable.
No, good.
Yeah, and we're doing very close.
We're doing double points if
yes.
Oh, so Russ, for those the first timers, welcome to the show. Take us through the rules.
You've stolen the intro there, Rhys.
Welcome to Legions of Russ, everybody. A segment
as we walking out. So welcome everyone to Legions of Russ. If you don't know Legions of Russ, basically we're going through the chapters of Space Marines, and we're going to do a tedious link style riddle/clue. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but that is the point. Each contestant, currently we only have the 2, will be guessing. If you can guess without needing any hints, you can get 2. I was going to say 2 victory points. I went straight into a battle report there. 2 victory points. It's the same mic. I'm just in the zone. You get 2 points, not victory points, 2 points towards your score. If you can guess it without getting any hints. If you need a hint, we reset and you go to 1 point. Rhys really needs this. He is 1 point behind, so a win at 2 points could take him ahead. I have got, I think, the easiest one as our second number 2 to really, like, I hate to say it, Ben, but you might have to defend here. It's because it's not, it's just a different one. It's a lot shorter and it's a lot more snappy. So the first one is a classic El Clasico Legions of Russica.
Okay.
So you know where you stand, belt and braces, it's the classic. Whereas the new one's slightly different. I feel bad because I've also picked what I think is a great paint scheme for these.
Screw
these
you,
2.
Russ.
Yeah.
Of course you did it now.
You know what? I'm going to reset now.
The give me is salamanders, right? The second one is just salamanders.
I just go. It's
what a baller move! What a
retarded.
baller move! If you would have just dropped salamanders this week,
Space Wolves,
so good. Please do it.
Okay, so
all right, let's go.
As always, if you're watching, not watching, you might be, but
you could be.
Hey, if you're watching, you do you. YOLO, as they say, for some reason. So if you're listening and you want to guess, shout your name out. Same goes for you 2 guys. You shout your name out, and that's the only way we're going to count a guess. If you're following along in the comments, by all means, guess in the comments. You can't shout, but guess. Don't cheat. Ben will know, and Rhys will know, and he'll have you killed by all accounts. He's that kind of guy.
I sure will.
Yeah. Is everyone ready? Oh, no.
Yeah, okay. Ready. Let's do it.
Right. Okay. So, number 1. And the lights have dimmed. I'm taking the voice down to a nice soothing voice. So, okay. I'm going to start. I'm going to have to need to scroll along at some point.
I love how he does this every week to us. All right, guys, let's begin.
And then I take another 20 minutes.
And then he starts another bit.
I feel like it's going to go to a commercial break. All right. We will do the first question just after this.
Right after our sponsors.
Getting in real close now. Okay, we're going to start now. This is round 5, number 1. Okay. I always find it so awkward to start. That's why it takes so long.
I feel like this is
okay.
down.
So I'm just going to go straight into it. A single letter gangster that's getting a bit long in the tooth builds a small pillow fort and engages in some small scale swindling minus the T as he pulls the old ET move, except he has no home. Sorry. It sounds so weird. You know, when you catch yourself saying something and I'm just like, this entire thing is just madness. But
is it the first time you read them out, like out loud?
Yes,
when you're on the show. I feel like it is.
I've ever read them. So I this morning I came up and I was like, oh, like after I came back from the walk, I was like, I need to come up with some Legions of Russ. We're doing a podcast tonight. And I found, and I wrote them out and I was like, that'll be it. I'll read them. And it's the first time I've read them out loud and they just sound nuts. Yeah, so let's go again. So this one, a single letter gangster. This is part of the first word. So it's a single letter gangster. That's the first bit. That's getting a bit long in the tooth. That is the second part of the first word. This is all still the first word. Builds a small pillow fort. So those 3 clues make the first word. A single letter gangster that's getting a bit long in the tooth builds a small pillow fort. So that is word 1.
Sure it is.
So he thinks he might have something. Ben thinks he's got something.
Oh, no, I've never had anything less in my life.
And then
I have those little characters in my head, the black and white cartoon that are just like doing a jig. And that's it. That's all that's happening.
It's like guys on the railway that's doing the bump.
and they're never getting anywhere. It's just
what I have this moment. It's that rooster from Robin Hood. Bow 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 doing that walk. I love that dude. Okay, so that's part 1. Part 2, word 2. Straight back in. Harsh cut. Word 2 is engaging in some small scale swindling minus the T. And then so it's 2 words, and this is the first part of the second word, and then the last bit, as he pulls the old ET move, except he has no home. And that makes the second word. So there's only 2 words you're looking for, and it's single letter gangster that's getting a bit long in the tooth, builds a small pillow fort, ka-chow. And then it is engaging in some small scale swindling minus the T as he pulls the old ET move, except he has no home, kapow. And that's your second word. So they're your 2. So guess at home, pause it, have a little think.
Your name is your buzzer. Don't forget, your name is your buzzer.
And no, technically, we'll have your comment will be next to your name, but I still think start it with your name. Why not? Put it in there and then guess. So have you got any ideas so far, guys? Is anyone risking it for the brisket and going for 2 points?
I usually have at least an inkling, like Eggles. I got nothing. This is the first one.
Wow.
I was going to say Rhys level with me here, brother. Do you have anything? Because I'm so lost. I've never been more lost in this game.
Yeah, this is the hardest one you've done.
So, well, the number 2 is going to be an easy one, but number 1, we'll break it down. So I'm going to help you out with the first bit, and hopefully that'll help you out. So a single letter gangster. I'm just going to give you. You might say to someone, that guy's a real O.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I got.
Okay, so that's not even helping you out.
Yeah,
okay,
that helped me.
Okay, there you go. So what are you if you're getting a bit long in the tooth? Think Space Wolves.
Oh, I got it.
And then builds and then the second part of that is builds a small pillow fort.
Yeah, I know the first word.
Oh, Ben, Sunshine, you might be pulling up.
I might have the first word too.
Okay. So let's move on and then break down the second word. So I think the second word is maybe where we're collectively stuck on. So he engages in some small scale swindling minus the T. So someone who a small scale swindle is basically the word you're looking for. So you would do this to someone. You might be referred to as a something You're this. I'm just going, but you're like a thing. This is the kind of person you are, and you engage in these kind of not swindles or scams, but another word for swindle or scam. And then the second half of the clue is minus the T. So you know there's a T in it. That was a little clue. Now you know there's a T in it. Throw that tea away. You take that tea, you drink it, it's gone. Back into the bay. Yeah? It's gone. And then, if that maybe helps you out, probably doesn't, but the second part is, as he pulls the old E.T. move. So, what's E.T.'s famous move?
Is it the finger? Or he jumps?
No, like his quote. Let's say his quote.
Right. Well, don't say it then. Don't say it because I know it. I don't want him to know it.
Except he has no home. No home. So that bit's not in it. But the other bit is. What does he tell Elliot to do?
Oh, Rhys.
Oh?
Is
this going to be a guess?
Yeah, this is a guess. Is it the Golden Griffins?
Yes, he's got it.
Wow.
What a legend.
Wow.
What to the fans.
What a legend. He is now, Ben, I'm not just, he has now tied up the scores.
I had gold, I had grift. I was like,
yes.
That's all I had.
It was the ET clarification. The moment it was the phone, home, phone, lose home, phone, Griffon. I was like, golden phone. Hello. It's the Griffins.
Nice.
There it is.
Yeah. That's good, man.
It was the griff that was hard to get. That was the one that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. Man. Woo! I feel good.
Well, unfortunately, the Golden Griffins is one of those chapters. I mean, it's a cool color scheme, but the Golden Griffins is a loyalist Codex Astartes compliant chapter of Space Marines of unknown founding and origin. Nothing else is currently known about them in Imperial records. It's your classic. However, they wear, as you might imagine, golden power armor, and they've got a black squad specialty symbol, and they're like their logo. So basically, it's black and gold, and they've got quite a cool, as kind of like a griffin. On their shoulder as their pauldron as their kind of chapter icon. But yeah, it's a very cool looking power, kind of Custodes-esque, but the black trim makes it look pretty funky.
Yeah, I like that. Like close to the lions. It's close to my heart. I like that.
Kind of close to the Celestial Lions.
Yeah, kudos. Good one.
That was
can't even be mad at that. Can't be mad at that one.
Yeah. So he's pulled it back.
So now we're even. Now it's a tie game, brother.
Game, but unfortunately.
And now here's the thing. This next one might put one of us 2 up.
And he said it's an easier one.
This is the easiest Legions of Russ.
Rhys Salamanders.
2 points to Rhys. Oh my
good God almighty.
Damn it.
Oh my good God.
Can you imagine? That'd be awesome. Okay. Roll the sweet, sweet intro.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Right. I'm just going to cut through all of us doing this. I'm probably not. It's me editing, isn't it? I'm definitely going to leave it in.
20 minutes of it.
I'm just saying that to let your guard down so I can put some horrendous stuff in like Ben did to me.
That clip, we need the clip.
I'm going to put it in. Just going to put it in. I'm not going to do it again. We've got to quit. Okay, so we're in the second Legions of Russ. Rhys, Ben, it is even. 3 apiece. You know what, Rhys? If you get this one and get 2 ahead, that means that even if we added in the games you were not present for, you would still be tying.
And you still wouldn't be ahead.
You still wouldn't be ahead. As I was saying that, I was like,
you're not beating me. Just to be clear.
But
we don't count those games.
No,
what about the practice? What about the practice one too?
Then you'd be 1 ahead. Because Rhys got dictators back in the day, I believe.
Damn right I did.
Damn right he did. Okay, so.
All right, give it to us.
Okay, this one is a short one. Yeah, after this.
Oh wait,
Russ's rant.
Pause.
Are we actually pausing? Oh, we are. Are you getting bigger glasses?
My computer's about to die. It wasn't plugged in. Give me 1 second.
Oh, really? You know what, Ben? If Ben forfeits, forfeits, 3 points to Rhys.
Default.
We're good.
I'm definitely keeping that in. Like the screen went all different colors there for a second. That was awesome.
Did it?
Yeah, it was cool. I was like, oh my God, Ben's gone. Okay.
Default.
He's back. Default. Right, we're back in it. Again, if you got that one last time, score yourselves appropriately. If you needed clues, if you didn't, give yourself clues. Send them in. You know what? I'd quite like guest scores and participants at home so you can see how far ahead of Rhys you are. And Ben, let's not just pick on Rhys.
Mainly Rhys.
Mainly Rhys though. Where are you in are you like kindergarten Rhys, or you're like middle school with okay, so
we're on the camp scale.
Legions, yeah. We're into round 5. Guess 2. Okay, so it's going to be a short one. Fingers on those buzzers. Main ambulatory limb isn't off during the not day. Main ambulatory limb isn't off during the not day.
Rhys. Armingers.
No.
Hold on. I got to get my...
But we know, because this has happened, Ben, free guess if you want it. Do you want to take a stab in the dark? Count a guess.
Can you give it to me one more time?
Main ambulatory limb isn't off during the not day. It's a bit nuts now I think about it. It's a weird one. I'm gonna have to count you down before Rhys can come back in again.
I mean, I have part of it.
Rhys, you're allowed to come back in now. I think.
Good. Okay, cool. I thought I nailed it too.
That'd be good. So, main ambulatory limb isn't off during the not day. I'm still going to say if you guess it at this point, you get the 2 points. I think it's out there. I think someone can sweep in and claim the 2 sweet victory points. So I don't want to give you too much, but let me know.
Can you give it to me? Can you give it to me slowly one more time?
Of course.
Can you give me the answer? Is what he's saying.
I was going to say, are you going to discern some different type of meaning from me saying it once more, slightly slower?
I just need to hear it again.
Change your inflection.
Yeah. Do you want to do it in the Aussie, the class
Australian accent, please? Yes.
Mine ambulatory. No, this is terrible. No, this is terrible. Main ambulatory limb isn't off during the not day.
I don't have a good guess.
You don't have a good guess. So go into hint mode, taking us down to 1 point.
I mean, I know the back half.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that the first 2 bits it's 2 words. This is technically an abridging word, but we don't worry about them. So the first one is main ambulatory limb isn't off. That in itself, so main ambulatory limb is the first section of the first word. Isn't off is the second section of the first word. And then during the not day is the last part.
But the last part, it's the first. It's the start of the first word.
So so I'm guessing people are stuck on the ambulatory. So we're going to say amble. You would use this limb to amble or to if I continue into a different word, it's just going to tell you what it is. Rhys.
Legion of Night.
Oh, Rhys gets it. Oh my lord.
Legion
Rhys
of
has
Night.
got it.
He's in the lead, baby. He's the new champion.
Yes, baby.
What's up, champ?
Wow.
What's up, champ? Champ and
this
new.
Is for everybody who's
new.
ever been told you can't achieve what you want to achieve. You just gotta keep going.
I had leg and I had night, but I Legion. I would never have made the Legion gap ever.
Yeah. Do you know what it was that got me? The amble thing. It makes sense because leg amble. For some reason, I went arm to start with because sometimes I walk on my knuckles. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
And I did I thought it was all one word. That's what led me to on jers. That was my mental leap. I was like on, and then I didn't put any actual logic into jers. But I was like, well, that's one word. I didn't realize it was two. And once you said that, I was like, oh. I would love to.
Legion of Night.
Tell us about it. Tell us.
Yeah, tell us.
Well, they've got a little bit more to them. So they are a loyalist chapter again.
They're a Codex Astartes,
they are Codex Astartes compliant, of unknown origin and founding. Classic.
Classic Russ.
Classic Legions of Russ. The chapter hails from the world of Outrenacht. The only fact known with any certainty about these Astartes is that the Legions of Night combat doctrine revolves around the use of tactical squads that utilize the chapter's large pool of armored transports. So they've got a big old garage, and they basically kick out a lot of armored transports. But yeah, they're deployed to do these like precision assaults, like surgical strikes. They've got a lot of Razorbacks and Rhinos. So they're quite this maneuverable, kind of like thinking White Scars, but obviously, they're slightly different. We don't know their founding chapter. Yeah, basically Night Scars.
What is their paint scheme?
It's quite cool. So it's again black. So it's basically reverse White Scars, which is why I kind of did the reverse. I kind of went for a reverse. The only time I put thought into Legion of Russ, like, isn't on. Legion, like, isn't off or is on, and then of day, not of day. I was like, oh, because they're reverse White Scars, but still fast. So it's black, and they've got green trim, which I feel like we've seen before, like black with green trim, and they've got like yellow iconography, and their icon. It's interesting. It's basically that tattoo that everyone had, the star. Like if you were into,
right here on the shoulders,
if you were into punk music, you had these stars basically. But it's like it's got two little mini points in between it as well. So it's that classic. It's the punk star, and someone's put a little bit, not quite Star of David, but they've added 4 extra spikes. But it's all right. It's it's not bad. It's not the worst paint scheme, but it's not as good as the Golden Griffins. But cool. That is the Legions of Night, and well done to Rhys, who absolutely stormed both of them.
This app, man.
2 for 2, and he's got himself and new champion.
The new champ. Got to give it up.
Champ is here.
Got to give it up. Props.
The champ is here.
I'm going to have the best week until next week, and Ben just absolutely towels me up and takes it back.
So all this week, just like reading through like old like codexes and just going to town. Yeah.
Turn up all frazzled because you've stayed up every night.
It's like
just gonna have them on the wall in front of the podcast, all the different chapters
all over me. Wow. Yeah, like ranked by the weirdest categories possible. Just like, what would Russ think? Yeah,
just gonna cross off the ones we've had and just like a calendar, just like bingo card. Just we've done that one. These ones.
Yeah, lovely. Good work.
Don't look for method in Russ's madness.
You'll never find it there.
Foolish.
You won't find it there.
Foolish.
Yeah. Well, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Congrats to both of you. And I feel like I failed you both. and all of our listeners.
No, I feel that. I feel that as well.
I just want to apologize.
The next segment is Ben's public apology.
Yes.
The BPA. There's no music for that because he doesn't deserve it.
No, you have to earn music, and I did not earn it. So I just want to say I want to take a moment and apologize to all the fans out there, everybody who's rooting for me.
Yeah.
Somebody just commented that I should buy a wrestler style belt and have it engraved as the champion. And to that person specifically, I think your name was Joe. Joe, I just want to apologize. The camera right here,
Joe.
I just want to apologize directly to you, Joe. I know I've let you down, and
you know what, Joe? Never meet your heroes. Never.
Disappointment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joe, to you and your family and your children and your children's children. I apologize.
I just feel bad for him. You know what I mean?